G'day, my name's Roberto from Fornieri wood-fired ovens. Today I'm going to start building a Sydney Firebrick Pompeii pre-cut 1000mm brick oven, delivered in a couple of crates like this. Inside our crate we have our calcium silicate board, then the ceramic fire blanket under that. We have a couple of tubs of air-set mortar, we have a bag of cement fondue, we have our insulating fire bricks, the white bricks, which will be the base of the bricks, the brick oven that will be built on top of those. Those bricks will never ever break down. This is as good as a brick oven gets. And then underneath we have all our pre-cut bricks. They're all pre-cut and numbered. Just put it all together like a jigsaw puzzle. So what we'll be doing starting today, we'll put some aluminium foil over that, followed by the calcium silicate board on top of that. Then we'll put all our floor tiles down. We'll get all that into shape, ready to start laying the bricks. So as I say, the first layer of bricks will be the insulating fire brick, the white brick. Then we'll put the other bricks on top of that. The bricks will be joined with the air-set mortar in the buckets. It's already been pre-mixed. And then the outside, the bigger gaps of the bricks, when we built our shape, will be filled with the cement fondue. It's 3 parts sand, 1 part cement fondue. You'll make up a mix and you'll fill up the outside of the dome. From that stage there, then we just put on our insulating fire blanket, some chicken wire, and then a minimum of 30-40 mil of a render. I'll show you all the stages of that as we go along. It's pretty easy to build. It should take 3-4 days, depending how we go. Weather and things could speed us up, slow us down. The mortars go off pretty quick, so you want to be pretty well, have things set out in front of you and ready to go. But I'll put my foil and the silicate board down, and I'll start to put my floor tiles down, and then I'll do a bit more filming to show you the separate stages. Carrying on with our build of the Pompeii pre-cut 1000mm brick oven. You'll see here I've trimmed away all the calcium silicate board nicely right around the edge, and I've pre-laid all my bricks just to give you an idea of how this thing's going to be built. It is really easy. You're not going to have any trouble with it. So our insulating fire bricks, the white ones here, these will be mortared down, and we're going to use the mortar supplied in the buckets, the pre-mixed mortar. That'll all go to cement all that down. Then we'll put together our dome. All these bricks are pre-cut. It just all, if you're not comfortable or familiar with it, set it out first, just like I've done. You'll see exactly how everything goes together. Once you open up your tubs of the mortar to stick everything together, it goes off very quickly. So you don't want to be hanging around, mucking around, saying I'm not sure what's going on, not sure what's going on. This is probably one of, if not the best brick oven kit that I've ever seen. Okay, so I've mortared down the first 2 rows of bricks, and I've completed the internal arch. As you can see, I've cleaned it all up. I've taken the frame away. I left the frame in there for about an hour, took it away and just give it a good clean inside and out. You can see here, you start here with a 69mm brick, just to space them out a bit, and then we gone around and mortared the front ends in, as you can see, all the way around up to there. I'll film the row number 3 and you can see how I do that. It's quite simple. Don't worry about those gaps, for example, like there. Any gaps will be filled in with the fondue mix later on. I'm also going to cover that floor now, the tiles here, with some plastic, make it a bit easier. As you can see, I've cleaned the inside of the bricks, so everything's nice and clean. That's a template that we'll follow now. This row will come up, the next row, etc., will come up, etc., etc., etc. Starting to warm up, so we want to move pretty quick. So I'll just do a few courses just to show you. Okay, so I'll just keep going around like that. Check your gaps, about 5 mil all the way through on the front and on the sides. Use your template's going to have notches in it, so it's a good guide if you've got enough. If you're going too shallow, you're going too high. So try to keep up roughly with your notches and just keep going around. Okay, so I've done my 4th row. I'm now going to mix up some fondue, fill in all those holes and strengthen that. Then I'll do the next few rows tomorrow. I've given it as good as a clean as I can inside. As you can see, given it a nice clean, taking my time with it. Put some paper down on the ground, stop the floor tiles getting dirty. That's what she looks like. Follow the instructions, you won't have any trouble. As I say, 4 rows done, and now we'll patch it up with some fondue. Alright, so we're back here. The other day we'd laid 6 rows, and we've just laid our 7th. The 7th being this row here. Underneath we have the timber template, which I've propped up with some sticks. As you can see, timber templates are in there. I've got some sticks holding that up, bit of paper on the ground to stop it getting dirty, and I've just put the sand on, ready to lay the rest. So you can see that the timber, the frame is there, right there. We've just chucked in bricky sand, packed it in, made the shape of our timber, and now we can lay rows 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. It'll follow that shape. So we're filming row 9 now. Just laying row 9, got the glue prepped there, and goes together pretty quickly now. Just follow the shape of the sand and you'll be rocking and rolling. The wide part of the brick on the bottom, narrow part on the top. Easier if you work that out before you put too much left. Just chuck them in. Again. Alright, sorry guys, I got carried away putting this oven together. Just thought I'd show you what I've done. So I finished, you saw the sand dome, so I've just placed the bricks on top of the dome, and I'm now in the process of just putting together and finishing off this front arch. Just got to glue these down. I've loosely fitted them. I don't know if you can see inside, and I'll explain this to you in a minute. So you can see I've just got a ball in there propped up. That's the inside of the dome, which is all cleaned up. I'll talk you through what I've done there. So when I built this dome, I knocked the sand out before I put this plug in. So in the instructions it says put the plug in, and then you would go inside the oven and clean it out. What I've done, before I put the plug in, I've knocked all the sand out so that I could get my arm inside the plug and clean as much of the bricks as possible without having to get in the oven. It's a very tight fit to get inside that oven. To also plug up here, up the front, and that's it. The exterior of the oven is complete. Brick arch is almost complete. They're all pretty good. Pretty good to go. You can also see I've put some paper down. That's picked up most of the crap on the ground. And that's our exterior of our Pompeii 1000mm internal diameter pre-cut brick oven. everything's cut. You don't have to cut anything, just glue everything together, and that's what you're going to have. So tomorrow it's just putting the insulation blanket on, chicken wire on, and then rendering the outside of the dome, and we're done.